We're the Khans. I'm Amir, Olympic medal winner and two-time world boxing champion. Bolton's in my blood. I'm not ready to hang up my gloves just yet.
Boxing is the only thing that keeps me motivated in life.
I'm gearing up for my last few fights just before I retire.
I'm the wife, Faryal, the real boss behind the scenes.
I do control everything, hell yeah.
When I found true love, I left New York to start a new life in Bolton.
We've been married for 7 years.
You were snoring like a gorilla last night.
Really bad.
But it's not always been smooth sailing.
Amir, shut up!
My marriage did go into a really bad place. For my children's sake, I'm gonna make this work. We've been under the media glare. I'm surprised that they even knew we were coming. And we've made mistakes.
So I'm gonna put my past behind me and then move forward.
But we're young, we're in love.
I think we renew our vows on the rooftop.
Get married again. And we have 3 beautiful kids.
I didn't know what's wrong with you.
It's not been a normal year for any of us.
We did 2020 the Khan way.
We're gonna make it happen and we'll settle the score.
Good
Happy birthday, Faryal!
and bad.
5 million's gone missing. I don't know where it's gone.
Welcome to our world.
Flow, if you want.
Yeah, blow's nice. I really feel like I could do with some help. So my mom's come to the rescue and she's come from New York. She's gonna be spending time with me and the kids. Life's gonna be easier.
Give me some spice stuff.
So I'll give you some salt.
Yeah, hurry up. Everything, dude.
My mom's amazing. She's helped me with my children, with my husband, with my marriage.
Fair, give me the other one. Long.
Is this long?
This is Azira.
Every Pakistani girl has to learn how to cook curry before she gets married. I'll admit it's not my forte. You need to take it out yourself.
Yeah, this is a clove.
Okay, you take it out because I don't know where it is.
Auntie wants to eat, Auntie. Starving.
What you want? A paratha? I make a paratha for Lamaisa.
Yeah, you can make me paratha as well.
My mom's really quick. If Amir asks for something, oh my God, she gives him a service and a half. Like, she has a 5-course meal for him.
Amir, if I'm not here, what you gonna do?
I'll start losing weight. When you're not here, I don't eat. Can you make a roti?
No.
Try it. It's easy.
Why don't you make one? Get up, stop being lazy.
My hands hurt. I'm a boxer, Auntie. I use my hands just to do boxing.
Put this one, sprinkle.
So spread the cheese out.
Okay.
Auntie's food is amazing, but the only thing bad about it is that I enjoy it a bit too much. And I keep saying a cheat day, but I have too many of these cheat days when she's around.
I think it's quite heavy for you, fattening. And that's so much butter.
Sometimes you
That's too much
cheat.
butter, no?
Once a while you can cheat.
Auntie, I heard that you like Bolton better than New York now.
Bolton better than New York.
Never. New York and Bolton are like day and night.
Honestly, when I go away to New York or go to LA, it's beautiful, but I do miss home. Like, home's home, you know? I got peace here.
I do love London. I think
Oh,
London
it's nice,
reminds me
but-
of New York.
You're gonna miss it. Well, when you go to London and you're gonna think about Bolton and be like, oh, you know what? I do miss them white
Not
roads
really.
and big parks. And we got probably one of the best football teams as well. Bolton Wanderers.
I don't know much about that, but yeah.
I love Bolton anyway. I like any day of the week I'll pick Bolton.
Auntie, it's very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I found that quite cute.
Would you say I'm so quiet?
Not not anymore. She's totally changed.
No, she said no.
Now she understands me. Now everything
I
no.
think, listen, what do you like about me? Not bad things. She takes all the headache off my shoulders. She does my payment. She looks after my bills. She looks after
Oh my
all
God.
the
Big
stress.
list, Amir.
The management of her boxing, deals with all the promoters.
Yeah, no, Auntie, I have to give her credit there. No one knows this, Auntie, but she does kind of run the
Behind
whole
the
operation
scenes.
behind the scenes. No one else does.
When you get to know Faryal, she is quite chilled and quiet. You probably think that she's very calm, collected, but then when it comes to work, savage mode. Like, she tells you how it is.
Auntie, look, I've tried to do it myself, and I find it very hard.
She's very cheeky, right?
Very cheeky, she's crazy.
I don't know how I'd survive without Faryal being around because, you know, she looks after all this stuff for me, and she's one person that I probably wouldn't mess with.
Calls, and honestly, some people are just starting to really piss me off.
I think they just think they can really send whatever invoices they want sometimes because of the name attached to it, you know?
On a daily, I'm juggling quite a lot, you know, contracts for Amir, my own contracts for the wedding hall and businesses and things like that. So we're literally on the phone every single day going through things to do for Amir.
She was like, you're so controlling over everything, and I was like, yeah, I'm his wife, I do control everything, hell yeah. But I think for her, in her ideal world, she would like to speak to Amir, who probably doesn't say at all, does whatever, is a yes man, no problem, take it, that's fine, you know what I mean? He wouldn't even barely look at the emails.
Although I didn't become the corporate lawyer I wanted to become, I look after Amir's finances, I look after, I negotiate fights for him sometimes, I manage his whole life, his diary, so it's all on my plate.
All right then, Jeff, I'll let you go. Okay, bye.
To Dubai, and it's gonna be Faryal's birthday holiday, and I'm gonna kind of show her how much I appreciate her.
Elena! Oh, you just cleaned up! You're such a good girl! Look, these are so nice. You got it in sale for £15.
I can wear this one,
Nice.
but I need some white pants with this.
You don't have to wear white pants. You could wear it with these jeans, look. Those jeans, like blue jeans, or...
Like these?
These are
That
nice,
goes, yeah?
So since I helped you, you can help me. What shoes should I take? I have my Gucci loafers here. I have my Chanel, my Valentino, my Manolos, and my Louboutins. And then I have the other closet as
Such
well.
a waste of money, though.
Yeah, but it's my own money. I'm not spending yours. Oh my God, remember? These were the special edition Louboutins, and I remember we were engaged, and I said, oh, you better get them for me. I really like them. You remember? Can you believe the Swarovskis are starting to come off, and they're supposed to be, over $2,000?
This is why I will never upset you when I take you out, because you might kick me one of these, forget that last thing I want.
You know what? I wore them once, and they're so uncomfortable. I just like them in my closet because they look pretty. I love my Hermes sandals. I have so many different colors. I'll take my yellow Manolos.
Keep them smelling nice. Look how many shoes you're taking. I'm only taking a couple.
Yeah, but they go with every outfit, Amir. You wear the same shoes with the same outfit. So boring.
I'm only taking 3 pairs.
The plan is to get more when I'm in Dubai.
Really? Where are you going to put them all? I mean, you got no space. You're taking over my drawers as well.
I'll find a place. Samir's complaining that I need a whole bag for my shoes, but shoes complete my outfit. I need a pair of shoes to go with each and every outfit. He'll wear the same shoes twice for 2 different outfits. I can't.
Yeah, there's got a crazy side of it, but I think, to be honest with you...
Let's hope Amir doesn't go the wrong path.
I think
We gotta keep a close eye on you.
No, listen. I've done the crazy stuff ages ago, man. I was young then. I've partied hard in Dubai. I've done what I wanted. I think you get old, man. I mean, when was the last time I went out? When was the last time I went out? When?
You're overflowing this.
When was the last time I went out?
Yeah, you're a good boy now.
I don't go out no more, man. Them days have gone.
I'm not gonna open my mouth too much. I haven't been in the
sunglasses.
papers for a while.
Oh, shut up. Half of the paper stuff is always lies as well. You always believe it. I mean, you should never believe that kind of stuff. But anyway, you carry on. Pack your shoes and I'll catch you later.
And how's everything? Good, not bad. It's just a bit hard managing 3 kids.
Yeah.
So you know with the 2, it wasn't too bad having the 3rd, and then I think it just hit me. I was feeling really low and lost, and I thought, you know what, I get my mom over.
Oh, that must be nice to have your mum.
Yeah. She's been amazing. She's been such a big help.
Oh, mums are the best.
Yeah, moms are the best. So me and Amir had a very little time together, you know. I never thought that I'd be a mom of 3 at such a young age. I do think I went through a bit of postnatal depression when I had my first child. I had this baby, in my arms. I didn't have anyone really helping me. So it was quite hard, it was quite difficult. You're out there trying your best and it's never enough. Every day you wake up to comments on social media or being in the papers. It's hard to put the past in the past and move forward because all these comments and everyone trying to keep reminding you. Everyone knows the problems me and Amir had. Being in the public eye has been quite hard and we've been through a lot, ups and downs in the past few years.
You've been in the spotlight and having to take all this judgment all the time.
Yeah.
Do you not think it will help if you speak to someone about it?
I am. I'm going to see someone.
Yeah.
And, share my feelings and,
Yeah, it can't be nice.
move on.
Yeah.
first, I used to think that, you know what, I don't need a therapist, I'm perfectly fine, until I actually started seeing one. They make you think and really reflect on your life in a positive way.
What would you say at the moment are the things that are kind of annoying you or obsessing you in life?
I think my relationship still gets judged for what it's been through. And so as much as you want to forget a bad part of your life, you can't, because you're constantly reminded of it. A lot of people have ups and downs, you know. The only difference is my marriage was quite public. I realized, oh shit, like, no, I've married a celebrity, you know, I've married Amir Khan. Like, it's a real deal in the UK, you know. Going out and our car being stopped and fans coming, pictures, and, you know, women coming up to me saying, can you take a picture of me and him? And like sitting on his lap. And I was like, fucking hell, this is new for me.
Yeah, sure. Boundaries.
I'm totally cool. I'm a cool wife, but there's a limit. There's an, you know.
Right.
I mean, my husband is such an amazing guy, but he was never able to really enjoy his youth because of all the hard work he did. So he kind of never got it out of his system, and he'd get caught in the wrong places.
How did it make you feel when you were dealing with all of that? It must have been really tough having cheating come into your relationship.
Me being a young girl would feel kind of betrayed, and I'd feel like, oh wow, like this is a load of bullshit, until really my marriage kind of did go into a really bad place, where it was like, it was kind of like, that's it, there was no turning back. But I found out I was pregnant with my second child, so she was like such a blessing. She was like my little angel. And so obviously when you hear people say, oh, she's a gold digger, or like she's a doormat and stuff, it's so hurtful. Oh, my nose is running.
How do you feel like when you look back? What were the things that you feel that nobody knows that you want them to know?
I saw a great guy who had potential to change, and being the father of my children, it was like I wanted to try harder, you know? I don't think I wanted to give up. And I think the hardest part was the media making it worse. So the media never sees what you'd go through. They just want to sell a story, not realizing, you know, how much harm it causes me and my children.
One of the things you should do is just kind of connect with the fact that you don't owe anybody an apology for your experiences. People grow.
Yeah, people grow. Amir's definitely grown a lot. Probably was more needy when I was young, and now it's like, I need my own space, get away from me. And Amir's like, oh, can I get a hug at night? And I'm like, oh, leave me alone. So it's like, and I feel so bad. I think I'm gonna give him a hug when I go home at night. It was good to have someone to talk to, let the past behind, and kind of just get ready to move on and let the bad memories go. Hopefully now, nothing but good times. All the shit is in the past.
Exactly. So I'm gonna put my past behind me and then move forward and, you know, watch the kids grow up.
Whenever we're out, there's so many people coming up to Amir, and the nice thing is that he has time for everybody, and even though it's my birthday, he still has time to give, but I don't mind because I love that about him.
I heard that you beat Chemo, and I just want to wish you all the very best, man. You're the real champion.
A gentleman come over to me and he said, I have a son who's very sick, and that video message I sent to him, that motivated him and gave him that strength to get through the cancer, and that's what he did.
Hi, Idris. Heard you're a big boxing fan, so I want to send this video to you. Hope you're getting well, and we pray for you, and hope to see you soon, champ. Take care, stay strong.
I get loads of messages to send them a video message or a letter from the team. I send them that. I keep it very confidential. So now we're on the way to see this little boy. He's beaten cancer and he's 100% better. It's going to be nice to see him now in person. How's it going, buddy? You all right? Meeting the boy who had cancer was like an amazing feeling. He just wouldn't stop smiling, and we had a really good conversation. He was only a young little boy. How did it get better then?
We had to go through rounds of chemo. He only done 4 rounds of chemo. We were scheduled for 6. But because he made such a good recovery, they brought it down to 4.
So you're the real champion, really. Did you ever feel like giving up?
Yeah, I did most of the time, but then my dad was there to help me, and then your message really boosted me
Yeah.
to keep on fighting.
That's it, it's all about fighting, you know. Look, I've had fights, I've won fights, I've lost fights. But it's how you come back from it and you stay strong. I got my own kids, and I could just imagine what your dad must have gone through and your mum.
Watching him going through it's not easy.
Sometimes you rather take that pain for your child, you know what I mean?
Through it. And there's still days now where he's like trying to get better. His strength isn't 100% yet. He's still recovering as such. But again, whenever you feel down, like I said, what we say, you've got to fight and fight
That's it. Fight, exactly. And look, when you come to UK one day, we'll get you in the gym, we'll do some boxing with you.
Yeah?
We'll get you on the pads, show you some moves and that. Is that deal?
Nice.
Yeah? To meet someone who's come through it and beat the cancer, and to meet him in person, it was like, wow. It's hard to walk around anywhere, but here, at least we can walk around and be ourselves and not have a burger in your mouth and someone want to take a picture. You know what I mean? So
It's just a peaceful moment, you know, we're just sat together away from everyone and just me and him, like, you know, how it used to be. It felt like we were dating again. And in that moment, like, we're thinking, you know, maybe a little holiday home to just escape and get away would be amazing.
So what do you think, moving here? I mean...
I think it would be good for the kids. We have so many good friends. Yeah, I mean, we'll never leave England.
Home's home, obviously,
Yeah.
I know that.
It'll be nice to spend some quality time and have a holiday home. But also, you have loads of work commitments now, being the WBC president of the Middle East.
yeah, it makes perfect sense for us.
Hi guys, welcome back to Keeping It Real with me, your host Ashif.ashik, back for another fantastic episode, and this time it is episode 2 of Meet the Khans, Big in Bolton. So the second episode introduced us to another member of the family in the form of Faryal's mother, who had come over to help with, well, just being a mum really, and in this instance she's making some breakfast. Faryal's a little bit clueless, but she does admit, you know, she's not the best dab hand at making curries and all that kind of stuff, but Amir's more than happy to have a paratha for breakfast, and obviously mum is showing how it's done. And it's just nice, light-hearted, and to be honest, I can imagine this is what they're like in real life as well. I haven't met Faryal's mum. I've met her briefly. I wouldn't say I know her, but yeah, how she comes across on screen is pretty much how she's come across in real life when I have seen her. And it's just that typical, you know, Asian mum, you know, look after the kids, make sure you're fed well. Maybe sometimes make sure you're fed too well, but hey, it's been a lockdown. We've all put on a few pounds. But yeah, this episode was kind of a little bit more focused on Faryal and what she's been up to, and also Amir and Faryal as a couple. Not to forget, Faryal is her own person. She's a businesswoman, she's a mother, so she's a bit of a tongue twister there. She's a social media influencer. She's got her own makeup brand, and a lot of people didn't know / now they know. If you know now, if you don't know now, you know, and all that kind of stuff. But she looks after a lot of the business side for Amir, and in this episode you can see her making phone calls, getting in touch with lawyers, sorting out invoices. I mean, once upon a time, the team that was around Amir was quite big, and you know, it was, you know, publicized in the media stuff that obviously he left his current team, and essentially Faryal oversees everything. I mean, some people are going to agree with it, some people are going to disagree with it. At the end of the day, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but in a nutshell, sometimes it is better one person overseeing everything and doing stuff really well rather than 10 people, and then, you know, things get lost in translation. But anyway, talking about clothes, Amir is a bargain hunter, he's not shy about that, but like me, I can't put an outfit together to save my life. Back in the day, I was quite good at it, but I don't know, I've just lost my touch. Fun fact, sometimes when me and Amir used to go to, like, when he was on TV and stuff, sometimes we'd have to swap shirts just because whatever he wore didn't look fantastic. But that's just a little bit of a fun fact. Again, with Faryal's shoes, some people are going to mourn, some people are going to complain. At the end of the day, when you're living that level of a lifestyle, you know, you are going to shop in those high-end places. And yeah, she's probably got more shoes than days of the week, but quite frankly, what woman hasn't got more than a gazillion pair of shoes? And then there's a bit of banter about how Amir's a good lad and, you know, he doesn't go out as much as he used to, / he doesn't go out anymore and them days are gone. And, you know, it is good, you know, putting your past behind you, moving forward. At the end of the day, he's an adult, he's approaching his mid-30s just like me, you know. But yeah, we still feel young and active, and, you know, he's a father as well, so a nice girl catch up, girl talk with her friend and partner to a certain context, Khadija, just talking about life and how she copes. I think at the end of the day, Faryal, just like many other celebrities in the media's eye, you are going to get portrayed a certain way. People are going to make comments, there are going to be hurtful statements and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes, you know, it's like a water off a duck's back and it just rolls off, but sometimes it can hurt and affect you and have a detrimental effect on one's mental health. And in this particular episode, you know, we see Faryal going to see a therapist. Again, therapy is a fantastic tool for most people. Some people it works, some people it doesn't, but the big thing here is communication. To a certain extent, getting her side of the story out, who she is, who she's all about, what she's all about. And at the end of the day, I think a big thing, what people tend to forget, is she is a young woman who left New York to come to Bolton, you know, from one of the biggest cities in the world, the Big Apple, to come to Bolton, what's known for Warburton's, bakers born and bred, and obviously Amir Khan and a few other celebrities. And she's left that lifestyle, she's left the family, she's moved into a new family home, different styles, different culture to an extent. And at the end of the day, she's a young woman. She married like when she was 21. She, you know, had two kids fairly quickly. And, you know, she is essentially a young mother, a businesswoman. She's looking after her husband. She's looking after the business side. So, you know, to a certain extent, I do think sometimes people don't cut her enough slack, because I think any young woman who at the age of 25 is juggling a business, is managing her partner's finances, is juggling 3 kids, is trying to juggle a career, at the end of the day, who you are, superstar or not, it is a lot to contend with. And yeah, I suppose you could say sometimes, you know, she doesn't help herself with certain comments or posts, etc. But either way, you're not going to win all the time with the media. Moving on towards the back end of this episode, it still follows Amir and Faryal to Dubai, where Amir's planned a surprise birthday party on a yacht. And again, it shows another real side of Amir, which is he genuinely makes time for anybody and everybody, whether it's a picture, whether it's an autograph, whether it's a video. He genuinely, this is the real deal. You know, even in Bolton, even though everybody knows him, even though some people have had 1 million pictures with him and want 1 million more, he'll still stop and chat and talk to him and pull over and have a picture and all that jazz. And definitely with the kids, I've seen it 1 million times. You know, an ill child is attended a hospital, sometimes unbeknownst to the public. You know, he just keeps it hush hush, and he goes, sees, you know, somebody who might be ill, etc., to wish them well, to motivate them. And it's just a really good, you know, that's the way he is, you know, human nature, natural, not just for the camera. That's what he's like. Very big hearted, does want to make a difference, and, you know, is one of the reasons why essentially he, you know, created the Amir Khan Foundation and his own charity, just so he could be sure that when he is raising these monies, they're going to the right causes and they're going to the right places, and, you know, nothing dodgy is happening. Towards the back end of the episode, you know, it's Amir and Faryal talking about, you know, being together, maybe having a holiday home. And it makes sense because, well, business and pleasure. They're in one place. You know, Amir's Middle East boxing, doing all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense. Why spend money every time you're going out there when you can have your own holiday home? In a nutshell, the episode, you know, I'll give it about a 3 out of 5, and I'll tell you why. In a nutshell, episode 2 is more Faryal orientated and is, you know, showcasing her, who she is and what she's all about. But at the same time, you know, it's fantastic that you got to see the real side of her, what she's all about, what she does, what happens behind the scenes, and, you know, some of the issues and things that have impacted her and her lifestyle and her as an individual, and almost getting her side of the story and her image across to the viewer. At the same time, I just feel episode 2 doesn't have as much like bang, as much, you know, as much power in the punch, so to speak, as the first episode. I think the first episode was fantastic. It introduces them both. You have a bit of fun. You see Bolton, you see Amir, you see Faryal, and I just feel like episode 2 naturally would be a little bit more about Faryal, and then potentially maybe episode 3 a little bit more about Amir. Obviously, it's always going to be about both of them, but I just feel like perhaps it could have been a little bit more. But at the same time, you know, it takes a big person to talk about their feelings, emotions and issues that have affected them, and, you know, she shared that in the form of having a conversation with her friend Khadija and also with the therapist. So I mean, overall, I still think it was a decent episode. It's still, you know, worth to watch. But if I had to compare and contrast the first episode to the second episode, I'd say the first episode is still the best. But anyway, that's all for now, guys. Take care. See you next time. And bye-bye for now.